to believe that God's for me. But when life seems to fail me, or when I start to fail myself, or more when I know that I'm failing God, sometimes the enemy can get in there and make me start believing that God's not for me anymore. And we've come tonight to tell you, it doesn't matter who you are, or what you've done, or how far you've run, Jesus is crazy about you tonight. He is here. I love it. We started the night on God's Great Dance Floor. Is that okay with you guys in Pennsylvania? Okay, be honest. A little of you are still freaked out by that. And what I want to do for a few minutes, if I can, is put a little theological underpinning under God's Great Dance Floor, because I have a feeling it might come back a little bit later in the night. I don't know for sure. And just want to put a little theology in it, because Chris and I have figured out when you put worship and the Word together, that's when the party really starts. And so I just want to put a little bit of the Word underneath that, because what's true underneath it all is a great story tonight. And that story is that there is a God who is for every single one of us in this building tonight. And even though you may think you're out on the fringes tonight, I want you to see clearly from the story of His Word how much He's for you and how much His heart is for you. What we're trying to do tonight, honestly, and I know some of you came with a friend, coworker, whatever, this is church, is what we're having in here. We're just turning Consol Energy Center into church tonight. The Pams did a fantastic job of warming the place up for us last night. That was very nice of them. And now we're coming in and just taking over the thing with the presence of God and the story of God. And I'm telling you, you say, how do you know God's for me? I want to tell you 3 stories. In fact, Jesus told us 3 stories, and I want to tell those stories. So if you've been around church like me, I'm a pastor, and I love church, and I've been around church a long time, and if you've been around church like me, you've heard these stories hundreds of times, and we're just praying tonight that a light's going to go off, and you're going to see the face of God like you never have in His Word. But if you don't know anything about what we're doing here, you don't know much about church or much about Jesus, you're going to thank me later, because these 3 stories that we're going to tell are going to blow your mind. They are so amazing. There are 3 stories of lost things. They're the story of a lost sheep, the story of a lost coin, and the story of 2 lost sons. And that story goes like this.
There was a man who had